Set to go now on 1st and 10. Austin brought in motion. They'll run. This is Jaylen Warren. Second down and 3. Austin brought in motion. A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yards.
It's 3rd down and 5.
Third and 5. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. They'll go play action with Nix. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
On the handoff, this is Warren. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense. And
the back of the end zone. He's got it. Ben Skoranek. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run it for the first time with Devontae Williams. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got a man downfield, it's Mims. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he will score. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Austin brought in motion. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They put Wilson in motion. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Now he'll run it. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield. to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
79 Bronco. 18 Pioneer.
Throwing now. Allen here on first down. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. And Skoranek. Touchdown Steelers. That's 2 touchdowns for him now in this first quarter alone. Boswell now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Marvin Mims now from his own end zone. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Nix now on 1st and 10. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
14, Broncos 7.
Ready.
3rd and 6. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will take over possession here at the 44.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
Past midfield to the 45. And he's going to be taken down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Come on, set. 60 Eagle.
On the zone read, they hand it to Warren. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Go check.
At the 44 yard
Set.
line.
Viking 18. Warrior 70. Ready.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. Out quickly there to Sutton.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest game.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. That is incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Back to throw is Nix. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Riggs. Check smash. Left 19.
Throwing is Nix. He'll find his tight end. That's Troutman. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A 1st down throw for Nix. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Williams gets it from the pistol. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. Third down and 9. They send Sutton in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. And now the Steelers are going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 7 Pirates. Check out.
Now Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Allen. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. A big play after being backed up. A gain of 57 yards. They put Wilson in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's got Fryermuth open on the left side. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 2nd down, Allen. That is caught by the tight end. Pat Fryermuth. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And the show continues. What a 1st half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Mims sent in motion here. Nix now to throw it here on first down.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They send Sutton in motion. 2nd down. Nix. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. One final throw before the break. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. That's into the hands of T.J. Watt. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
Pretty curious decision there, Mike, to go quarterback sneak on second down. It's typically something that we see on third and fourth down. But in this case, the play caller wanted to convert this first down. Don't leave anything to chance. And he's able to get a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll throw. It's Nix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
This one to the tight end, Trotman. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Here's a screen set up to Williams. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Third and long. Nix from the gun on third down. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Nix now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
What can they do here on third down and 7? From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got his big tight end, Adam Troutman. Touchdown, Broncos.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Well, a big play there and maybe a big break too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
They'll start this on the ground with Warren. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Hey, check that. Street.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's into the hands of his receiver, Skoranek. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. It's a gain of 34. They run with Warren. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They bring Skoranek in motion. They go play action now. Here's Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Back to throw is Nix. Throw to the right flat. It is caught.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's Nix to throw. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He'll find his tight end. That's Troutman. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Denver first down. To throw is Nix. Look wide, get this one complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch and they can't get out in front. Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have 2 defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but, man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throw it. Nix. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Trailing late. They've got to go here. It's 4th down. Nix going to throw for it. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown, and instead the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
Here's a handoff to Warren, running left. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, Josh Allen. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
To return, it's Mims. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz plan for this 4th down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
Space to run inside the 20. And he'll be taken down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Let's go now.
So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say.